Hello and welcome to the Artisan of Glimmith. I'm Tom, and in this video it's time to solve the puzzles in the region Boxy, which is this section here of the game. Tutorial puzzles start here with a difficulty 1. Boxy means all regions have to be rectangular. We have a precision 3 also. So let's see what we can do here. We can look at this tile first of all. This can't extend there, 3. It has to be done like this. We can't have the corner shapes because of the Boxy rule, right? So that's a 3. This is a 3. Another 3. This tile can only extend to a 3 this way now. Another 3 here. And 3. And 3. Simple enough for the start. Next puzzle, we have a 1 here. The 3 then has to be like this. The 4 must be like this. The 6 can't extend like this, right? To a 6 also can't extend here to a 6, so it has to be a box like this, 2 by 3. Here we have 3. The 4 also has to be in a square shape, sort of, yeah? The 2 is here then, and here we have another 1. Next tutorial, difficulty 2 now. Boxy and precision 6. So precision 6 means we can either have this shape or these are the 2 available shapes that we have, right? So let's see. Here we can't achieve 6 like this from this tile, so we have to do this. Here again we can't do 6 in a straight line. We have to do this box version. Then here we need a 6 like that. Here we also need a 6 in a straight line. This one could both be this, but here, sorry, we can't have a 6 into this direction from this tile, also not into this direction, which means we need at least this here, right? Either then complete it like this or like that. And you can already see that this doesn't work because here we would need a 6 like this, so that's not an option. We need a 6 like this here. Here a 6 in a straight line then. This now obviously has to be a 6 like this because of these 2 tiles here, and the final 6 box is there. Okay, one more tutorial. Boxy mismatch. So we have 15 tiles altogether. Now if you count them, you have 1, like a region of 1, plus 2, a region that's 3, plus another 3 in a straight line, that would be 6. Then you can have 4 in a straight line, that's 10, plus 5 in a straight line, right? That's 15. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 can't be here because you're creating the same shape here and there, and you can't separate this like this because of 2 and 2, right? And you also can't separate it like this, 1 and 3, because you would have to do the same thing up there. So the 5 definitely must be here. Which means here you need it 2, you can't have 2 1s, right? This one then has to be the 4 that we need. It's the only place for this. So we need 1 and 3, and the obvious choices are like this. Okay, we did all the tutorials. We have, how many? We have 4 more difficulty 1 puzzles. Let's see where they are. There's 1. All regions are rectangular, so we have 3 regions here. This tile here can't be reached by any other symbol than this one, right? Because this one would only go until here, right? And this one would go only until here, right? So these have to be combined. First of all, this tile here can only be reached by this symbol. And because of this border, it also can't extend any further. So you can complete this. And now this tile can only be reached by this one here, right? And that completes this puzzle. There's another one. Boxy and rose windows. So, let's see what we have here. By the way, I practiced those puzzles. I solved them basically. Practice very late in the night yesterday, so I'm not sure. I don't remember the solutions of most of these puzzles. Anyway, this symbol here can be either like this or like that. Let's see, we can only extend out here. Yeah, this red symbol it's this one. Like the maximum, it can only take this blue symbol, right? Because for this blue symbol, it would need this shape already, right? Which is too much, and it also can't take this blue symbol there, right? So we can draw this already here. And since we need a yellow symbol, it has to extend, and it can't extend further into this area here because of the yellow symbol. It could, however, extend there. So this means that this red symbol must take this blue and this yellow symbol, and it can't extend further because of the blue symbol here. So we need this there indeed, and the rest has to be the final section. Goes down here. That's a 2. This was a 2 as well. 2 and 2, a 3. 3, 1. Let's do this one. Okay, we have 2 1 tile regions. We have Boxy and area number only. So let's see. This 4 can't extend there to a 4. It can't extend there to a 4. It has to be a square version. Now the 3s can only be straight lines, right? And that means this one has to go up because it doesn't have enough space here. So now the 2 has to move there, and the 3 is completed automatically then. That was a 3. That's a 2. Here's another one. Let's see, the 9. The 9 must be 3 by 3 because I can't do 9 in a single line, right? So that can only be completed like this. We have solitude also, so this tile cannot be left alone, which means we need a region of 4 here. This tile here can't be reached by the 5. That would be 6 tiles already. Can't be reached by the 3 or the 6 here. It has to be part of the region of the 4. So it must be a square. The 3 can only extend into this direction now. Now this tile here can't be part of the 5 again because that's not enough. So it has to be part of the 6 like this. The 5 then extends like this. And here we have a 2 and a 3. So I think that was 4 puzzles, right? We have 8. Yes, that's correct. So we need 7 difficulty 2 puzzles now. Let's start here at the bottom again. There is a number 2. We have Boxy with rose windows. So here it's about which tiles can only be reached by one particular symbol. For instance, this tile can't be reached by any symbol but this one. Yeah, in a rectangular fashion at least. So we can draw in these borders. This may, however, extend here. This can be 1 alone. It could be 2. Let's see. This one must be part of this red symbol, but it could extend here, right? But this one now can only be part of this symbol. There's no other symbol that can reach this in a rectangular fashion. So that means we need a 3 there. This can't extend down because we would lose this tile here. Like if we had something like this, we couldn't reach that tile anymore. So this is also complete. What else? We can go on here. Actually, this tile can only be reached by this symbol. So we can draw this border and this border, and it has to extend here, but we'll get to that in a moment now, actually. Here, because this tile can't be reached by any other symbol. Again, like this. So here we need something like this, right? For this tile, we have to extend out of this niche like that. So this tile must be taken by this one here. Then this tile can only be reached by this symbol now. This tile must be an extension of this region here, and the rest is all one big region. This is another 2 here. Boxy and solitude. Here we have these palisade symbols, which means we can draw in these squares already, because we need rectangulars, right? And then we need to see how we can extend them. For instance, here. This section can't be reached by this section anymore because of this border here. I could draw in borders already, but I'm not doing this now. So here, like this, now I will draw the border once I have the whole thing. This section Or these 3 tiles also can only be reached by this region here, right? It can't be reached by this region, not by this region, and since of the solitude, we can't put anything else in there. So this shape is complete like this, which shows that we need to extend this here. This section also has to be covered by this region here. Let's see, these tiles, these 6 tiles, can't be reached by this region anymore because of the border here. And this tile can only be reached by this region. This is complete. This tile must be reached by this region. And we have borders on every side, so that's complete. So we need to extend this one here and there. And the final region then is this one. This was a 3, right? Or was it a 2? No, it's a 2. Okay. Shape bank. All regions must be one of these shapes. I don't get this puzzle because obviously it can only be this shape if we're on a boxy version, so I don't really understand what this puzzle is all about and why this is a 2 instead of a 1. It's even less than a 1, like once you solved all the other puzzles before. I'm not going to explain why that's what's the solution. It's just too simple, I'm sorry. This was a 1. There's another 2. Okay, we have boxy and mismatch. So first of all, this one has to extend away from the border here, right? And there is no... no, wait, I don't need symbols. I don't have solitude, so this could be something separate here. But I can't combine these two, right? Because I would need borders here, but here I would have to extend there or there, right? So that doesn't work. We can draw this border there. Then we need a border there as well, like this. We can't extend this here or there. We also can't extend it to this, to these sides, right? So this has a border here, which means we need a connection between those tiles here. And for the rectangular shape, I also have to fill in this. We have a border here, which means the shape is complete like this. Mismatch. We have a 2 here for sure, because we can't separate this into 2 1s with the mismatch also. So this one cannot be a 2. It cannot go like this. And it can't go like this also, right? So this has to be part of this region. And then we only have 1 and 3 left, which means we need 1 here. And like the other way it doesn't work. This would be 2 and 2, right? So it has to be this. There is one. Okay, boxy and solitude. This one has to be part of the 4 here. And it can't extend there because of the solitude rule, so we need a square here. This one has to be part of the 4. Which means this one has to be part of the 6. Since I can't extend it all the way down here, or don't have 6 in a straight line, it has to be done like this. This is a 3 then. This must be another square 4. This is a 6 now. This is a 3. This one can only be a square because of the 6 there, right? So then we have 3 and another 6. What's this there? That's a 2. Boxy and precision 4. Let's start here. This has to be done like this. Here we can only have a 4 in a square shape like this, right? Then we need to move out 4 like this. This one can't be 4 like this, can't be 4 like this, has to be a square. And a 4 like this, another 4 like this here. There's a square now. This must be 4 in a straight line. This one can't be 4 like this, right? It has to be 4 in a square. Then we have 4 in a straight line, 4 in a straight line, 4 in a square, and 4 in a square shape. 2 3s. 3. 4. How many do we have? 14. We need 1 more. Where is it? This was a 3. What's this? Ah, there it is. Okay, boxy and palisade. We can't have this connection here because again we would have to move like this or like that. So this has to be done like this. And this one has to extend there. It obviously can't move here because of the corner we're creating like this. So it has to move like this, and since we need square shapes or rectangular shapes, this is the maximum extent to this side. Also can't go there because we would have to create borders here, right? So that's not possible. This is done like this. This one is complete. This one has to move out here. It can't move into the corner because of this or even that, right? So this has to be a shape like this. This corner has to move away again, like from this border, right? It can't extend to the bottom because of the corner shape, so it has to extend there. And in order to get a rectangular shape, I have to add this tile up there as well. So the borders are like this and like that. Okay, but now we got all of them. Let me just check again. That's 15. Yes. We need 7 difficulty 3 puzzles now. That's a 4. This is a 3. Okay, Boxy and mismatch we have this time. So that's a 4. That can't be extended here. It could be extended here to a 6. Let's keep that in mind. That can be moved away here. We have another 4 here. That can't be extended. So this is also like 4 and 6 either way, right? This one has to move away from here and there also. So here we definitely have a border because I can't extend around the corner, sort of, right? And that in turn means that this one has to be part of this region here. Let's see, this one has to extend to the 6 then. And for this symbol here we need the border here. So this shape is a 2 by 3. So this one can't be 2 by 3, it has to be 3 by 3. So now we're left with 3 here and 2. Boxy and rose windows. Okay, let's see. This blue symbol doesn't have any red symbol in this line, so it has to extend here. And is this. Let's draw in these borders now. Here we need to extend here to the red symbol. This blue symbol can only get this red symbol there. And it can't extend any further into any of these directions. Actually, it can't extend also because of this. It can't extend at all. So this one has to be a 4 straight. This tile can only be part of this red symbol, right? So we have a border there. And there would be a blue symbol here. But then we couldn't combine these here. Like this, and we would have to go around the corner. So this indeed has to take this blue symbol here. Like this. This blue symbol can't be reached by this red symbol, because on this side we would have 2 blue symbols and a red symbol. Actually, I could go on there. Let's do this here. This is much more obvious here. The blue symbol and the red symbol here. And this one can be part of that one. Can be like this. Yeah, no, this doesn't work now. So I can't have this red symbol. This blue symbol therefore can only take this red symbol. These and these are also no options. So we need to draw this border, which means here we have a connection like that. This tile can only be reached by this symbol, right? And we need another blue symbol. It can't be this one, because then here we would have a connection around the corner. It has to be, it has to be this one. And this box can't extend any further, so we can finalize it. And the rest is done automatically. What's this down there? That's a 3 here. Okay, Boxy and area numbers. Let's see, where do we start here? Yeah, this one can't go here, right? This 2 because of the 4. So we have to do this. Which means what? This one has to be a square. We can't do 4 into this direction, can't do 4 into this direction. We need this. So this one has to be a 4 into this direction here. We have a 2 here. The 3 then must be completed like this, the 2 is like this, the 3 joins the other area number, we have a 2 here, a 2 here, and the 4 can only be completed like this then. Three, Boxy and mismatch. Okay, that means, like for the 6, let's start with the 4. There's only 2 possible shapes for the 4 in a mismatch. You have either the straight version or the square version, right? So how can you do this here? You obviously can't join these 2. Yeah. And in a straight line, if you... That's why you can't join these 2 in a straight line, right? You have to... Like, that's the only other option to have a straight line is here. And then this one has to be the square. So now we also have a 2 already. This one then can only be a straight 6, and for the 6 there's also only 2 options. Either a 6 in a straight line or a 2 by 3. Those are the 2 options for 6 rectangular shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we have to join them. So here we have a separate single tile. We have 1 and 2 also. The 6 is complete. So these have to be like this. We have 1 and 2 already, so we need 3 here. Then we can't have any 4s, we can't have any 6, so we must have a straight 5 at least. Could be a straight 7 also. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, actually it has to be a straight 7. If I were to do this, I couldn't have 2 because of this tile. I couldn't have 4 because of this one, and I couldn't have 6 because of this. So we need to extend this all the way here. We also can't have 3 alone, right? Obviously. Also we have the 6 already. So here we can't have... Wait, we can have 5 like this, but then we would need another 5 here. So that's not possible. We can't have a 2, we can't have a 4, we can't have a 6. We could have an 8. Then we would need a 5 here, and this would be a 6, so that's not possible. We need to extend this to this shape, that's 2 by 5, and then the remainder is a 3 by 3. Okay, Boxy and Solitude. Let's see. This one is more complex already, but let's start with this tile here maybe. I can't reach it with this symbol because that's a 7 already. For this tile we would need 6 also, so the 4 is not an option, and we can't extend any beyond any other clues here, so this has to be the 4. Okay. What else here? Wait, was this a white one? Yeah, that was a white one, okay. This tile here, I don't know if that helps, but I'm just going to do that now. Can't combine to this here, because again we have a 7. Yeah, actually it also can't reach this one, so it has to be a 6 like this. From here to there, that would be 8 tiles. So the 6 is this. What else? This can't be a straight 6 into this direction, can't be a straight 6 into this direction. So it has to be a 2 by 3, which means this one can only be reached from here, right? Yeah, also like this can't be 6. This tile can only be reached from there. Can't go to the 4, the 6. None of this is an option. So that's 6. We need this now. What else? This 6 has to be, like, I mean, we only have 4 here and 4 here, so it has to be completed either like this, or like this. Could also be completed like this, right? But we need at least these here, yeah? Which means this tile can only be reached by this 6, actually. Yeah, well, it doesn't mean that could have concluded this before. This tile can't be part of that 6. Because of the solitude rule, right? So we need 6 like this here. And that's a 4 then. And that means we have a 6 like this. This one can only be a 6 like this because of the 4 on the border there. Then the 4 could be straight or like this. No, it can't be completed like this because this tile could only be reached by the 6 and that's only 5, right? So this has to be a straight 4 and this one has to be part of the 6 region here, yes, like this. Then we have a 6 there. That's 6 exactly, and then we have 6 and 4, obviously like this. Okay. Here we have another 3. The 7 here can only be a straight line. That's not enough here, that's only 5 tiles. So 7 like this, right? What else? This 5. We have solitude again, yeah. Can't include this other 5, so we need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. And we can draw this border also. This 5 then has to extend here into this direction, all 5 tiles. This one also, it can't go down here, it's not enough space, has to be 5 like this. Is like fenced off by the 3s here. What else? This 5 can't extend there. 5s can't be done in 2 lines, obviously. They always have to be in straight lines, and we have the 2 here to corner it off. And then this 5 needs to be this at least, with a border here. This tile can only be reached from here. We have 2 here. Yeah, this here. This tile can only be reached by this 3, which means we have to extend it like this. Then this is the 3, this is the 5. 3, 3, 3, 5, and 2. Okay. How many do we have? 21. There is 1 hidden somewhere. One more puzzle. What's this? There it is. Okay, Boxy and Delta Gemini. Let's see. I think we start here. It's always good to start where you have Gemini and Delta signs in the same sort of region. Can this be 1? It means this would have to be 2. Yeah, that actually works. Can this be a 1? This would have to be 1. This would have to be 1. And automatically we would need a 1 here too, so this doesn't work. This has to extend at least 2. And this one has to extend at least 2. It could extend to a 3. But if it did that, here and here, we would need a 3 here as well, which I could only fill in like this. Also there it doesn't work. So it can't be 3, it has to be 2 like this. And here is a 1 then. Like this 2 can't go there, right? Because of the delta sign. It has to be here. This is a single cell tile. This has to be a 2 then, according to this Gemini sign. That's a 1. And here we can't have 1 and we can't have 2 now. So can we have 3 like this? No, because here we also can't have 2. That would have to be 1. No, that works actually. But here we would need a 3. Yep. Like this. And then we are in conflict with the delta sign here. So this can't be a 3. So the only option left is a 4, which I can't complete up there. In a straight line it has to be a 4 in a square shape. Which means we need a square shape here as well. We can fill in these at least. And we can't go there because we can't copy this shape up there. It has to be done like this. This is 1 here. And here we can't have 1 and 1 because we would create a 1 here, which is forbidden by this delta sign here. So we need 2 and 2 like this because we can't have 1 there, right? So that's a single tile there. So now we have 22. That means it's time to tackle the difficulty 4 puzzles. There are 3 of them. I found those to be quite difficult already when I solved this yesterday. Anyhow, the starting point for this puzzle, this is something I remember, we also have solitude here, is this here. Because We can either complete this like this, or like arrange those two in relation to each other like this, right? Or like this. Like this. Wait. Oh, come on. Yeah? Because of the borders, right? And that in turn means that we need at least these two squares for these. Yeah? They can extend into all sorts of areas. But the main thing is that you have this here now. Which means you can't extend this like this anymore. And you can't extend it like this anymore. Right? And that means you have to extend it at least into this direction or into this direction. Yeah, you need this square. Which brings you to this here. This is a border you can draw already. And then you need this here with this with this border intact. And this here with another border. You can't join those groups also, so we have this border as well. Here you need this now with this border, and here you need that with this border. Okay, so now you can see, actually here you can't see anything yet. These two tiles can only be reached by this region, and since it can't extend further here, this one is complete. These tiles here can only be reached by this region here. You can draw the border like this, and we also have to extend this out here. Let's draw the whole thing. This one then has to extend here, right? With a border there, we can extend that region as well. And in fact, these two tiles can only be reached by these regions, right? There's no symbol down here. Like this, and this also has to be extended, and this is complete. This has to be extended like this. Here we need to go there, this has to go here. This one has to extend one into this direction, right? Because of the symbol itself. It can't extend any further here because of this symbol, so we can finalize this. And now we can see that we need something else like this here. This tile can only reach like this. We have the border here. So let's draw the border and complete the puzzle like that. That's the first difficulty 4. That was a white plinth, right? Yes. Okay, we have white plinths and we have 3. Is there something still hidden there? No. So what's this here? That's another 4. Boxy and mingle shape. Okay, we need 3 here because of the 2, right? This 3 can only extend this way. The 2 then can't be completed like this because we would create another 2 tile section right next to it. What else? This 4 can only go here. The 3 can only go here. The 2 can't go here because of this region that would be created. We need this here. The 3 has to move there. This 2 can't do this because of this region here, forbidden by the mingle shape. So let's draw a border at least. We also can't do this because boxy, all regions are rectangular. We would create a corner, so we need this here. Now the 3 can't be done like this because we would create a region of 2 next to this region. Can't be done like this because of the region of 1 next to this region. It has to be a 3 like this then. This 3 can only be completed like this, which means again the 2 can't be completed like this because of the mingle shape rule here. No 2 regions of 2 of one area of 2 next to each other. We have to complete it like this. The 2 could move there if the 3 is here. The 4 can this be done like this? Looks okay to me. 2, yeah. Can it be done like this then? 3, 3, 2. Looks also okay to me. I don't see the thing here. Oh yeah. No, actually, no, that's not it. Wait, what is it? This is possible. Like this. Let me see. No, this would, generally speaking, this... Oh no, we have a Mingle shape. But the Mingle shape... Oh man. I don't see... There is something easier to see here, but... Ah, yeah, obviously I can't do this because of the Mingle shape. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So the 3 has to be at least like this, with borders here, which means the 2 can't extend there, because we would create 2 regions of 1 next to each other. The 4 has to be done like this then, or needs at least those, which means I can't go inside here with a 2, because we would have to create another 1 and a 2 here in order to prevent this from being boxy, non-boxy. So the 2 has to go like this. Oops, the 4 has to go like this. And since we can't have 1 next to each other, the 3 is done like this. And that is already the completion of the puzzle, actually, isn't it? Oh no, here. I have this still. This can't be 1, this has to be 2. Oh yeah, that's it already. Okay, one more difficulty 4 puzzle. It's here. Oof, that looks difficult. And I remember this took me quite a while to figure out. And I know the solution. I remember that you need 6 here and 6 here and 6 here. And that's 4, 4, 4 here in square shapes. But why? That is the main reason. I know how it fits. The only question is why it can only fit like that. Regions. No, we don't have any solitude stuff. No mingle shape. Was it here? Yeah, this is going to take me a moment now. 4, 4. Well, we know that this one can't be a straight 6, right? We only have 5 here and 3 here. So this has to extend here. It could be completed like this, or like this, or like this. Which means we know this as at least. And we know this is a border here. Which means the 4 has to be a straight 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. We also need a border here now. This one could be 1. Can also be 2. Like, why can't I do that? This is something I would like to figure out. I could have 1, 1, and 1 easily, right? There's nothing that prevents me from doing that. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that doesn't work. I can't have a... I can have 1 here. Again. 4 and 4, that would fit. Oh, let's take this away, first of all. Oh yeah, obviously, like I can't extend... That's what I didn't see yesterday also. This shape I can't extend into this region here because of the Gemini sign. And the same is true here. That's what I overlooked yesterday as well. So it's this. It has to be extended like this to a 6. Which means indeed here I need a 6 like this. And a 6 like this here. So it means we have a 2 here. This cannot be a 2. The 4 is completed like this. We have a 2 here. Also for this reason this can't be a 2. So it can only be 1 now. Yeah. Like this. This then can't be 3 actually. Wait, let's see now. Let's take this away again. This one can't be 1, it has to be 2 at least. Oh no, we don't have a mingle shape. So yeah, this can only be a 2 then. This is another 1. This can't be 2 like this now, it has to be 2 like this. And that means I can't have, no, I could have the 4 here. Like I need the 4 here anyway. Either I join it, which means I have a 2 here, yeah, or 2 1s. Why doesn't that work? Yeah, for this 4, like if I do 4 here, I would have at least 1 1 1, and I can't complete the 4 anymore. Okay, so that's 4, this is 4, and this here is 4. Like this. Okay. Good enough for me, even though it took a little time. There is one difficulty 6 puzzle that I actually think was easier than this one, sort of, like to find it, like I remember at least. Let's see, Boxy. Oh, no, that wasn't easier. But it's not so difficult. Like I had enormous difficulties yesterday night when I played this, but this morning I found the one tile that you need to find, and then it basically all falls in place. So yeah, we need to extend these corner tiles away from the border, right? Because of their border shape. Furthermore, like all the tiles that are behind, like one line at least behind these here, they have to be connected, because I can't reach this tile from any other direction, right? Also here I can't reach this. I can do this, and more importantly, I can draw the border up there also. Same is true here. Yeah, there is no symbol that can reach this. We have the solitude also. That's important for that conclusion, by the way. And then we need to do this here. Now, what we can do is look at this one here, because this one must be extended and either connect to this here, right? Or it connects to this section here. Yeah? So we have this square here, which in turn means that these 2 tiles here must be part of this one, right? Because I can't reach it from up there. This would have to extend here or there, creating a corner then. So we can draw this border and this border, but we still don't know which way this goes here, right? And also this doesn't help. It could be this one, could be this one here. We don't know. But what we can know, and this is what I didn't find yesterday, is this tile here. Because I can't reach this from up here. Right, because you would need this or that, which interferes with these 2 borders. Yeah? Both options. So we have to extend here, and we need the border there. There. Which in turn means that these 2 tiles, especially this tile, can only be reached by this one here. It can't go all the way up. And yeah, this shape is complete like this because of this border here, right? Now this tile can only be reached by this symbol. So we need these borders, and this shape is also complete. Which means here we can only have this one, and because of this border, this section is also complete. Now here we need an extension of this one, and let's see what else. This one here can only be extension of this symbol region here, right? Like this, and because of this border and these borders, this one is complete. Let's do this one first. Here we need to move there, so because of this border the region is complete, so this one takes the whole lot here, and these tiles can only be reached from here now, like this. This tile can only be reached by this symbol, like this, and then these tiles can only be reached by this region here, which means we need a border there, and that completes the puzzle. Okay, we should have 26 now. Yes, and there is 2 difficulty 3 puzzles hidden somewhere. I had difficulties finding them. I remember that. They're pretty far to the back, I guess. 4, 3, there's one. Boxy and mingle shape. Now, you can't have, no, let's start here. You can't have a single cell here, because that wouldn't be here. You need to extend to a 2, which would create a single cell here. So this has to extend here. The same is true here. If you have 1 here, you need 2 and 2 here, and you would create a single cell there, right? So this also has to extend away here. Now there's only 2 versions to complete this shape here. Either it's 2, 1, 2, 1, or it's 1, 1, and 4, because of the mingle shape, right? You can't have any other combination of tiles, okay? So let's look at this one here. If we had 2, 1, 2, this would mean that we have to extend these here to 3s, but then we would be left with either 2 1s, which is not allowed, or a 2, which is not allowed because of this here, right? Both of them are not options because of the mingle shape, and that in turn means that here we indeed need this combination, 1 and 1 and a 4. So now we can leave those like this, but we can't have 1 here, so that has to extend, and we can't have 1 here, so this has to extend. So we have to extend these now into 3s here, like this and like that. And that's how you can solve this puzzle. There's the second 3. Boxy and Solitude. We can start with this tile here, which can only be reached by this 6. It can, however, be completed like this or like that. And indeed, it has to be completed like this because this tile can't be reached by the 6, by the 4, by the 4. Doesn't work, so we need this 6 here. Yeah. We also have a mingle shape that's important to keep in mind here. Let's see, what's next? I think it was something up there. Also here you could do something. Yeah. If this tile was to be reached by this 6 here, like we could only complete the shape like this, but then we couldn't complete this 6 anymore because we only have 4 here, and we only have 4 here, right? And we are not allowed to do this because of the mingle shape rule. Yeah. That means this tile must be taken by this 6. There is no other symbol that can reach this tile. So we need a 6 like this. This one can't be a 4 like this because there's nothing here. No symbol here for this line, right? So we need a 4 like this. This one has to be a straight 4 then. Okay, this one has to be... can be... at least has to extend here. Let's put it this way. Yeah, this one has to be a 6 like this. Or like this, right? Can't be done like this. That's not an option because, again, we don't have a symbol in this line. So it's like this, or like this, which means we need those at least. But then I can see that this symbol I can't reach by the 4. I can't reach it with this 4. I also can't reach it with the 6 because we would have 2 same shape regions next to each other. So indeed I need to extend it like this. And now I can see that this tile can't be a 6 because we have both available shapes, right? Can't be straight, can't be 2 by 3, so it has to be this 4. This one can't be part of this 6 here because that's only 5. It has to be part of this 6. And this can't be 2 by 3 here. It has to be 6 like this also because of the 4, right? So now again we can't have 6 here because we have a straight 6 and a 2 by 3 6, so this has to be part of a 4 region, like this. And then we can see that, like, since there's no symbol here, this tile has to be part of the 6, like this, and we can extend this. What else? Yeah, that's the solution already, the straight 6 here. You can easily see it, 6, 4, 4, 6, and 4 straight. Once you visualize this 6 here. So why can't it be this, for instance? 4, 4, 6 also would work, wouldn't it? Ah, no. Yeah, I can't have, I can't... Yeah. That's always what you forget with the mingle shape. This tile can't be reached by the 4s, obviously. It also can't be reached by this one, because you violate the mingle shape rule like this. And that's why you need the 6. Okay, there it is. Then these two symbols obviously can only be completed like this. The 4 can't be a... No, let's do it the other way. This one has to be part of the 4, obviously. So we need a square here because we can't extend 4 into that direction. And then this has to be a 6. And this has to be a 4. Okay. 28, and I need... What do I need? Yeah, I need 28. It was 2 difficulty 3 puzzles? Yeah. So we have difficulty 4 puzzles on on brown plinths, and 5 of them. Is there anything here? That's 1. Boxy and mismatch. This one has to extend away from here, from this border, right? This one has to extend away from this border. Now, I would only complete them like this if I had a border here. So, since I'm creating the same shape twice, that can't be the case. I have to combine them. And since I have a border here and here, the shape is complete now. We also need a square shape here, sort of, like with this border and this border. So, since we have the square ready, we have to extend it by this. We have a 1 here now. This has to be at least 2. Which means, no, we could still do this. What is this here? Mismatch different shapes. Ah, yeah, I need this shape here, this border, however, right? Because I can't go around the corner with this region here. So, since I can't have 1 alone here because of this tile, this has to be a 2. So this can't be a 2, it has to be a 3 at least. So we have 1, 2, 3, which means for this tile here we need at least 4. Okay? And for this one, we also need at least 4. So we have 4 here. We can't extend that anymore. So this one has to be something else than 4. It has to be 5. Okay. We are at the 4s. May the 4s be with you. What is this? We have Boxy and Solitude. Okay, let's start with the 6 here. Can't extend there. Not enough space. Don't have enough to build a 2x3. So we can only build 6 either like this or like this. In any event, we need those tiles and the border here. Same game can be played with the 5. Either extended like this or like this or like this here with this or like this. So we need these 3 with a border here. In fact, this tile can only be reached by the 5. No, it can be reached by the 4, sorry. This tile can only be reached by the 6. None of the 3s can reach there, especially this one not, right? So it has to be done like this, and the 5 is here. Which in turn means that this tile can only be reached by this 4. This one can only reach by this 4. Here, the 3 is not is too far away. We need this symbol here. Which means here we have a 4. This one can't be like this. Obviously, it has to be done like this. Also, this is a 3 then. Like, remember the Solitude, we need a symbol in each region. This has to be this 3 here. That's the 4, the 3, the 3, and the 3. This one was very simple for a 4, I gotta say. There were difficulty 3 puzzles that I found more difficult. Whatever, I don't know. I don't understand the ranking system in the Boxy section, I gotta say. That's another 4, yeah, we are with the 4s. And it was brown, right? Yes. Okay, yeah, this puzzle is important with the mismatch. Because the thing is that, like, you have these sections here that basically can only extend into one direction. The main thing is that, let's draw all these away. Let's start with this one here. You can't have a single 1 in there, because you would need a 2, and from here you can't have a 1 anymore, like you would create a corner, right? If you have a single tile in there. So that means you need at least 1, 2, and then you need to extend. This could be like this, for instance, yeah. Here you could do something like this, and here you could do something like this, yeah. So you definitely need 1, 2 in one of these regions here, right? The alternative to these is a 4, yeah, like this. And here also a 4. So if you have 4 and 2 for 3 regions, how do you complete the final one? And it's this one, because here you have the possibility to extend into 2. You have 2 exits, sort of. You can exit here and there, and that's why you can have a 1 here. But because you only have 1 exit here and here, you can't have 1 here or there. It doesn't work. Okay? And it means this has to be the 1, right? And since you need a 2 here or here, this one then has to be a 3. Yeah? Here you also can't have 1, you can't have 2, because it's either here or here. You can't have 3 because of this one. You need 4 here, so this has to be the 2. This is a square then, and that's why this is a 2 by 3. Pretty simple once you understand this logic with the 2s and 4s. What else? We have... How many do we have now? We did 3. We need 2 more. There's 1. We have 1 here. We have a mismatch again with different shapes. So yeah, I think this is very easy to solve. Yeah, I remember by looking at the puzzle count here. You have 36, okay? We need 1 here, that's 35. We need 2 6s, like I can't combine them, right? So we can... No, let's count this together. We have 12 here, we can't combine the 4, so we need 2 times 4. That's 20, the 4s and the 6s, and then 2 and 1, that's 23. We need 23 tiles for these area numbers, right? And we have 35, so we're left with 12, right? 23, that's... Oh no, it's 36, I always know this. It's 36, so we need 13. We have 13 left, okay? Now the 13, if you add 1 straight 3 somewhere, yeah? Then you're left with 10, okay? Now, the 10, how can you achieve a 10? You can't do 2 times 5 because 5 can only be straight lines, and you're not allowed 2 times 5 straight lines. You can't divide the 10 down to anything smaller. It's 2 or 3 smaller regions than 10. It means you do need a 10 here, at least, yeah? And the 13 itself, like you could also do a 12, but then you would need 1 single one, and that's not allowed. The 2 is also gone yet. It has to be 10. A region of 10 is what you need. And there's only, like, you can't get it in here. You can't get it in here. That's 9 only. This is also 9. There's only one way to get this in. And it's obviously in this line here. Yeah. That is 12. So you need at least this here. That's 8. Extending up there or down here. Then you have to draw the borders here. Like this. You can complete the 1 now. And now you can see, what can you see? That these tiles can't be reached by anything else. Can't be reached by the 6, can't be reached by the 4. Oppositely here, these can be reached by the 4, which is what we'll have to do now in the next step, like this. Which means the 6 cannot be completed like this, it must be completed like that. The 4 is this here. Here, this tile can only be part of the 6. And now we have 2 and 3. Okay. 32, we need 1 more, sorry. Yeah, Boxy and mingle shape. The mingle shape is important to start this puzzle down here. Because you have 4 lines in this, like 4 columns, sort of, right? That means you can't have a square here, because you would need a straight 4 here. Can't do it like this, right? And then here you would need a square 4, which you can't do. And that shows you that you need to start with a square 4, a straight 4, then a square 4, and a straight 4. There's no other way to complete this section down here. Now we can't have a square here, obviously, which means, what does that mean actually? that this one, well, we can't have a straight 4. Yeah, here we can't have a straight 4 and we can't have a square 4 because of these two shapes. So we definitely need a border here. This can't be a 4. Okay, could be a 1, however. This one can only be a square 4 because of the straight 4 here, like this. So this is a 2, can't be 2 1s because of the mingle shape. Let's fill that in. Here you could have 1, you could also have 2 with 1 there. So we don't know that, but we know that this one has to be a straight 4, right? Because of the square here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 at least, with a border here. Also a border here. Now this one can't be a straight 4, can't be a square 4. It has to be a single shape. Here, for this 4, we can only have a square version. We also can only have a square version for this one because of this straight 4 here. So this has to be one combined region here. Okay. That means this one has to be a straight 4. The straight 4 can only extend like this, right? Because like up there is not enough space. Also we have a straight 4 here already. This one can only be a square 4 then, because of the straight 4 here. Let's draw this in. And this straight 4 has to expand there with a single tile here. We have 2 and 2, that's perfect. Here we can't have a square 4, right? We could, however, have a 3 here. Now the thing is to see that we can't separate it like this, obviously, because we would create either 2 regions of 2 or 1 region of 2 and 2 regions of 1. Yeah. So that's not an option. We have to draw the separation like this. Take this away here now. We have 2. This can't be 2. This then has to be 3 like this. Okay, that's 33. So we are left with 2 difficulty 5 puzzles. They're here. Fortunately, they're easy to find. Okay, we have a Boxy and Solitude. Yeah, the way to solve this puzzle is by looking at the 10s first. At least that's how I do it. Because basically they could extend like this. Yeah. Which in turn means, and they couldn't extend like that, because I wouldn't be able to complete the 10 here, right? I would be left with a region of 6. So either like this, which would mean for this 10, the same game like this. Here we have another 10, which prevents this from growing outside here. Then one like this and one like this. Yeah, this is one option to complete this. And you have the other option like this. I'm just going to draw this for completeness sake like this. This is also part of this region. And like this. And here you need to take these away and like this. In any event, you definitely need these squares here to complete the 10s. Okay? These you need for sure. So now we can look at this 6, I think. It was this 6, right? It can't be 6 like that. And it can't be 6 like this anymore because of the 10 here. So it has to be a 2x3, which could be done like this or like this. So we need those 4 squares. What does this show us? Well, this tile can only be reached by the 4, obviously. Which means that this tile, it can't be reached by this 4, first of all, right? Because we would create an L shape. So that's not an option. It also can't be done like this because we can't reach this tile anymore. Yeah. So this tile has to go to the 5 here, like this. And, oh yeah, what we could have done to begin with, actually, is once we had drawn this here, this one, this 10, can only reach a 10. Now it can't extend like this way anymore. It has to be completed like this, which means this one has to be completed like this, which means this has to be completed like this, and this has to be completed like this. Okay. So, this 4 then obviously only have the space to extend there. Here we have a 4. Here we have a 6, a 4, like this. This 4 can't go upwards, it has to go to the left. The 6 can't be completed like this, which means it must be completed like this. There is a 4 now. Now the puzzle is basically solved already. Here the 4 again can't be solved like this, it has to move like this. Here we have a 6 out of this niche like this, right? That's a 6, isn't it? Yes. So that's a 5 here, a 4, a 4. Here we need a 5 from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 4. Pretty simple actually. Okay, and another 5. Boxy with mismatch. So we need a 1 here. That means we can't have 1 here, we need at least 2 with borders at the top and at the bottom. This one can't be 1. It can't be more than 2, so we can draw a border here, which means this one has to extend to a 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 already. That's all straight line versions like doesn't matter. Here we can't have 2 like this. We can't have 2 like this. We can't have 3 like this. We need a square, obviously, which means this one can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3. It has to be 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All versions. Everything else has to be bigger than 5 by now. So this has to be at least 5, and it's exactly 5. So everything else has to be bigger than 6 by now. So the way that I proceed here is to look if I can have a border here. This would have to be bigger than 5, right? Because we have 5 here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we would at least need 6 like this here. Yeah. But for this tile, this would leave me with a 3. 1, 2, or 3, which I can't have. So I can't have the border there, I need this here. Now I have the 2 already here, so I need to extend it to a 4. I have the square already, so I need to extend it to a 6 at least. Okay? Now this would mean that I can't complete the section anymore. Either I put in a 6 like this, or a 4. Doesn't work. A 2, 3, 4. I can't put a 3 alone. There's no way I can complete this here anymore. Okay? So a 6 is not sufficient. I need to extend it further to an 8. Which means this has to be a 6 here. It can't be 3 alone and 3 and 3. It doesn't work. It has to be 6. But this 8, like, can I extend this further? No, because I'm creating a 1 shape here, right? So this has to be an 8. And this one has to be bigger than 6, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It has to be bigger than 5, sorry. We have 5 like this. It has to be 6 at least, like this. Okay? So now I can look into this section here. Actually, I could look into this section. It's quicker, I guess. Because, like, I'm not allowed 5. I have this here already. I'm not allowed 2. I'm not allowed a square. I'm not allowed 2 by 3. I'm not allowed 2 by 4. It must be 2 by 5 here, okay? And yeah, actually, I mean, I could go through the motions now, but you can obviously see that this is 3 by 3 and 3 by 4 already. And if I were to extend this, I would create an unviable situation here with this here, 1, 2, 3, right? So I don't think I have to go through this now. I can just draw the border and complete this. And complete this puzzle, and complete this video through this also. So we did everything in Boxy. That's 35. Very good. The next video will focus on non-Boxy in this region here. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you in my next video, or hope you'll hear me in my next video, whatever. Until then, I say bye.